Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over all of the new weapons for the final Season 2. We're going to start off with this 93R for the light. I'm going to go through the damage numbers, and then I'm going to go through the recoil pattern afterwards. So I'm just here in the firing range. To kill a light, it's going to take 3 bursts, really almost 2, but it does take 3 bursts, and if you headshot them, it's only going to take 2 bursts. Now, I don't think the headshot multiplier in this thing is so high, because it always takes 1 more burst to kill them with headshots than it does to kill them with body shots. Vice versa, I mean. So for the heavy, it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the body shot. And then it's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 for the headshot. And you can see they only had a sliver of health at the last bit there. And then for the medium, it's going to be 3 and 4. So if I headshot, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And if I go for the body shots, this is also a medium, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can kill people pretty quickly with this thing, and its reload speed is really, really fast as well. So if I'm aiming for this light here, gonna try and kill these two, gonna reload, then I'm gonna try and go onto the heavy as well, and I am gonna be able to kill them. Now my advice for this, just an extra tip, is to aim for like the upper chest area, because the natural recoil of the gun is gonna like put one of the shots into the headshot, and you're also gonna be able to hit the body easier, right? So if I aim for the upper body here, like one of those second shots was a headshot, like the third shot of each of those was a headshot, right? So if you try and aim for the upper chest, unless you've got like really good aim and you can just aim for the head while controlling the recoil, I would just aim for the upper body, and then you're naturally going to get a headshot as well. For the recoil, if I spam it as quickly as I can, you'll see that there's like a tiny bit of climb on it. But if you just like wait a little bit of time before you shoot again, then there's not going to be so much recoil. But if you want to spam it as quickly as you can and get that super high fire rate, you're going to want to just slightly aim down with your pistol as it's shooting, and you're going to be able to keep it very, very central. So now we are moving on to the Famas. This is for the medium. It's also just a 3-burst rifle. It's going to take 3 shots for a light, and it's going to take 2 headshots for a light. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really almost 5, but it is going to be 6 body shots for a heavy. And it's going to be 4 headshots for a heavy. Really almost 3, but it is 4. For the medium, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 body shots. And it is going to be 1, 2, 3 headshots. So this thing packs quite a punch. It's quite strong. And again, if you just aim for like the upper chest area, the natural recoil, there isn't much recoil on this thing, so you almost want to be like aiming for the neck. Aim as high as you can on the body, but 1 or 2 of the shots is going to push it into being a headshot if you aim really high up, if you can. And now onto the recoil, of course. If I just spam it as fast as I can, there is going to be a tiny bit of climb on it, but there really, really, really isn't that much. That's only going to make a difference at like the longer ranges. But there's not much visual recoil on this thing. There's not much normal recoil on this thing. And if you want to control it at the longer ranges, you just have to go very slightly down with your mouse. And that's obviously going to be a little bit better. There's really not much horizontal recoil at all either. So this is like super, super accurate. And it is supposed to be like a longer range weapon as well. Like if I try and shoot this light from over here, that's a medium actually. There is a little bit of damage fall off there, but I am quite able to get that kill quite effectively from this range. So more of a medium to long range weapon, and it packs quite a punch. So then we come on to the KS-23 shotgun for the heavy. This thing's a little bit weird because you can't properly aim down sights, and it is also a projectile weapon. So if I try and like shoot this moving target here, I'll go a little bit further away. I'm gonna have to aim like here to be able to hit that shot. If I aim where they are, I'm not going to hit them because it isn't hit scan, right? And there also is a little bit of dispersion on it too. So it is quite fast moving, but it is a projectile based weapon. And it also does not have any headshot multipliers, so you don't really have to aim for the head. Just try and hit the opponent, because hitting the head is not going to make a difference. It's going to take 2 shots to kill a light. Probably going to be 3 for a medium. So this weapon's kind of a little bit odd. It is like a projectile weapon, so that's not great. And also, if you're trying to move around and shoot a target, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to hit those shots, especially if your center dot isn't right on them, just because it does have a lot of spread and dispersion on it. But the extra bonus for this weapon is that if you shoot it 3 times into a wall, the wall is just going to break. So 4 times rather, the wall's going to break. So if you just shoot any 4 bullets into any wall, it is going to break that wall. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there goes the wall, right? So it does have a lot of environmental damage as well, which is probably why it's good. So you can do damage, you can do decent damage to enemies with it from like an okay range if you can hit your shots, but you can also destroy buildings and stuff as well. As for the recoil pattern, there's really not going to be much at all. You can't even see where the bullet lands, but like, there's just not going to be any recoil because obviously it's a pump shotgun, so by the time you've pumped it, it's this, the reticle's just going to go back to where it was before, and there's not going to be any recoil at all. So that is pretty much it for this video. I think all of the weapons are okay. I don't think any of them are overpowered or anything, but I guess I'll probably have to try them out in-game and see. But for the moment, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.